Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
The Transformers attack more than meets the eye.
Are you the keymaster?
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
As if.
Hey guys, this is Christy. Quentin will be joining us very soon, and now he is, the Q Continuum. His timing is impeccable. So, yeah, hey Q, what's up? So, guys, I'm kind of in my PJs right now, not to be weirdly advertising, but the reason being is that I've been like so busy this morning. I had to deal with some paperwork and shit. So there you go. But I am going to draw a cover to a book. I've been hired for a story, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But it's kind of cool, and I'm very happy about that. But it's crazy. And also, I was sort of also dealing with a thing is like I just also in the morning got my shipment of books for San Diego Comic-Con. So that's great.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very happy. So how are you doing, Q?
I'm doing good. Chilling in the laundry room as usual.
Right. So yeah, so it's been kind of nice here. I'll probably eat something real quick. Because I'm so busy, I just could not eat for some reason. So I got more Sepulchre. You're guys going like I'm gonna have that, and then I've replenished all my Demon Bitch, so that will be very good. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's been kind of like crazy too. So I've been kind of like, but oh yeah, this is hilarious. So I posted the new cartoon for Demon Bitch. That was the one called Politics of the Dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm very disgusted with how people have been on social media lately. I mean, more so than usual. Because, like, as I said, I found this wholly unwholesome way of people going and jumping. It's one thing. Sorry, I'm like trying to open some candy so I have some more mochi. My friend Amanda gave me some mochi, so I want to probably try to.
Awesome.
But yeah, it was funny because like a lot of people tended to do this really shitty thing, like when somebody died or was dying. Now, a person can go and they can have sympathy. They are entitled to that. Like if anybody passes away, I think that's a basic human thing. But with some people, they jumped all over that and they were like screaming and ripping their hair out, and it was just stupid because it got to a point where it's like you really didn't care about this person. Or they were mocking circumstances around the person's death. And it's like, can you guys wait a little bit? You know, this is really distasteful. So that's why I did that picture where Shitbird and Demon Bitch were going like, look at him. I'm glad he's dead, because they were jumping all over that shit. I saw people were jumping all over that shit. And again, this is aside from sympathy or empathy or spur to action. But some of the other people jumped on that just to have a platform to complain and say stupid things about it, and that's what I really didn't appreciate. I thought that was pretty sick, honestly. But anyway, so I'm drawing a thing. Anyway, so what's up with you, Q?
What's up with me, Bill? Besides a crazy storm, they have a name for that storm: Polly, as in P-O-L-Y.
Oh, Paul, like many, like polyglot and things. Oh, okay. I am. So yeah.
Well, besides the crazy storm, it's okay. Can't complain.
I'm eating like a boba mochi. It's actually kind of nice.
Bon appetit.
Anything else going on with your life?
Anything else? Well, what was it? Well, we had fun last Saturday. My family and I went for a dinner. Yay.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah, that was cool.
That was fun. Lots of laughter.
Yeah.
It's a therapeutic for us.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's like it's kind of sad, like what happened, and I won't get into that. But yeah, especially
No,
after what things happened, you kind of don't want to go. And you know,
no.
I have learned with things like that, you have to give it the time it does. You still have to live life, but you also kind of have to give yourself an allowance to grieve. Because if you don't do that, it comes back in really nasty ways. And sometimes things like that come up, and as offensive as this I feel for me to say, but it's kind of a learning thing. And that's my
Yeah.
all-time hating things on stuff like that is like, oh, it's a learning experience. It's like, it's not a it's like, wow, this is like some idiot coming up to you and saying like, well, this has a purpose. It's like, yeah, well, right now it sucks, but you
Yeah.
find that purpose. And I'm not, as I said, I'm not saying it doesn't or whatever. I'm just saying that you only find all that shit out till later after you processed it, and you have to. And even after, while you're processing it, even though you're okay and you can function, it's still going to go and mess with you a little bit. It takes a while, but you have to give it the time it needs to.
Yep. True that.
Yeah. But I'm glad your family got together.
Hmm. Some of it, some of them they have other schedules to deal with. The other are mostly having fun, but we're doing okay.
That's good. Yeah.
How
Some
things going in LA?
It's been hot. It's been hot. It's been hectic, but it's weird because there's like long periods of quiet. But it's sort of like I
Uh-huh.
take advantage of the quiet because I have to deal with other things. I have to take care of other shit. So it's been kind of crazy in some ways. And again, it's kind of weird, like my schedule, because it's like it's busy, but then when it's
Hmm.
quiet, it gets like super quiet. But then again, I have to take the time to rest, or else I'm going to go and like if I don't do that, then I'm
Berserk.
not going to have the mental capacity or the physical capacity to take care of things. And I did resolve some minor health stuff, so that was good. But it's like also taking the mental space so that you can go and do what you need to do.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can listen to old school rap music from the '90s.
Oh yeah, like Hustler, New Jack Hustler.
Plus, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Dr. Dre,
Yeah. It could-
N.W.A.
oh God, NWA. You can't get away with that fucking name anymore. I'll tell you, man.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
it's classic.
Yeah. Right. But yeah.
Today's drawing, Shitbird.
Well, this isn't Shipper. This is like actually a girl that swims. I can't get into it because it's like I worked with a person and they kind of don't want to release too much, but I decided to like use it, draw it out.
Mm, maybe that bird could be the this universe version of Shitbird.
Right. Well, this is a
See?
kid's book. That's all I'm going to say.
So basically, it's a kid's book.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. This is not the Demon Bitch kids book. This is something else. But yeah. It's been kind of an interesting day today. I took care of stuff, but it was just kind of like taking care of shit. But yeah, it's been all right. I'm just been kind of dealing with life. But anyway, so it's storming over there. Is it cold over there?
It's now. Last time I checked, it was now nippy. The good news is the storm has already passed. Yay! We got some few sunny. Yay! But at the same time, we got some few 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
But it will warm back up again by either tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Will reach 80s and 90s.
Right, right. Whew. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Hmm. Normally, we were supposed to get a nice toasty toasty season, but somehow, somewhere, El Nino, or some they say, cock blocked the temperature.
I'm actually surprised that El Nino struck you guys pretty quickly. Usually El Nino is like, isn't it later?
Supposed to.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
But anyway, yeah, it's high UV today. That's what the rating I'm getting on my computer.
High UV, dang.
Yeah.
Don't forget some sunscreen lotion.
Right. Well, I'm not going outside. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but I went over to my friend's house. You know which ones, and we like hung out,
Mhm.
ate stuff. So I actually brought some
Chilling.
Kirby Gym too.
Nice.
Right. I don't know if I should go do this, but yeah. So I mean, there you go. So I'm just kind of like going like this. So yeah. So I'm just kind of like doing whatever. But yeah, I'm just like doing this, and it's like a
Oh, it's a dolphin. I thought it was a bird at first.
no. I kind of want to send that over and get that going.
Okay.
I'm also getting something else going on, but yeah, so I'm excited about Comic-Con. It's great, and oh yeah, you guys, just want to let you know I'm also running Kickstarter too.
Oh,
So
goody, goody.
yeah, well, first of all, I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con come 7/19 to 23rd, which is great. And then oh yeah, I got to do the Blackula hands because Lawrence will be there too. So Blackula hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what else?
From 19th to 23rd of July.
Yeah, and then I've got my Kickstarter coming up. So let me go ahead and get that link in the comments as well. But yeah, sign up. It'll be in what is it? Sign up. It will be in, I would say, I said sign up will be in September. Sorry. As I said, guys, I've been kind of busy this morning and quite occupied, but there you go. So if you want to sign up for it, and if you want to go and give to the Christie Fund of like buying my stuff, you can go on my link tree as well. So here you go. This is the Kickstarter. And this is my link tree or in my website. So I'll put that down there, HoraToraStudios.com. You can buy some books and it'll be awesome. So what's this bit? Somebody gave me this link. So, sorry, I'm just like looking at different things. But yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Okay. Busy summer.
Yeah. It has been a very busy thing. Let's see.
One thing for sure for Comic-Con in San Diego, it's going to be fun.
It will be fun. Yeah. I think it will be very fun. Yeah, but it says like, it's kind of funny. I was thinking of like Death Becomes Cloud. It's like Death Becomes Her, but it's like, there you go.
I remember that. Jesus, Death Becomes Her. My God, that's classic.
Right? It was kind of a crazy movie too. I don't remember watching it, but then like I guess the voodoo stuff was happening, and there you go. So so let's see.
Siempre vida, live forever.
Actually, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, she lives forever, but I heard like they get so fucked up towards the end. I mean, this book, it's kind of an old story, so it's like don't think I'm worried about it.
When did it get? I think it was 92.
Yeah.
93. Yeah.
Right.
A good decade. Well, in some places, yeah.
Right. Oh, it's my stupid thing. Yeah, it's just going like, hey, fuck you. So that's my thing. Yeah, but it's like this underwater girl. Yeah, but they're the person's liking it, so it's good.
Mm. Yay.
Hmm.
Fun fact. Well, yesterday was the Independence Day, 4th of July. Today in Venezuela is the 5th of July.
Oh, that's funny. So it's like Independence Day now.
Yeah. We learned that also back in the middle school and high school days. Not here. I meant them back on my home island.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah, it's like pretty quiet. I think Vic said he was going to do it, but how that kid talks, sometimes I don't know what exactly he's trying to do. So I'm kind of like laughing about it. 'Cause I don't know what he was trying to do. He was saying like there's no art museum or something. That's why he couldn't come, or he could. I don't know.
All cards on the table.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. He said he wouldn't be at the art museum this week. And I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Okay. Get to know some little bit of inspiration. Who knows?
Right?
Hmm. Man, I used to go to an art museum every Friday evening
Mhm.
after my school.
Right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
it started from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and the entrance is free. And we had to we had to simply take a small tour, walk around a different section of the museum from one museum to another museum. It's in one neighborhood,
Oh,
one
nice.
teensy neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And afterwards, I simply hung out and chill at the bar, drinking some beer, um, seeing some good-looking people pass it by,
Oh, there
look
you
around.
go.
So, now that's a piece of artwork. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, back to the story.
Right? There you go.
Hmm. Those were the good old days
Nice. Nice.
before the bug.
Oh yeah, before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Doing work while you're drawing. Amazing.
Who there?
Oh, like I'm just laughing because it's like, oh, you do work while you're drawing. It's like, yes, motherfucker, that's what I do. That's my life. It's kind of annoying though. I'm trying to scroll it down and it's not doing that. So I gotta do it again because I forgot to sign it.
That also reminds me of doing work and drawing when I was in school too.
Right?
Not only had to do drawing, but at the same time had to write the crazy essays
Mhm. Yeah.
about the art theory and the philosophy.
Right. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and start drawing on something random. I think I feel like drawing something random, not necessarily Demon Bitch.
No, or
Doesn't mean we.
Shitbird, or
Sometimes you just want to kind of draw other things, right?
mhm.
So let's draw the other things, like the peaceful ice cream cone.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, which one do you like the most? BR31 or BNJ?
What do you mean by that?
Baskin and Robbins or Ben and Jerry?
I like both. You know, both of them are pretty good. They're not bad. I don't know if that makes sense.
True that.
I mean, there you go, right?
Then there's Hawk and Das. That's a different
Haagen-Dazs
story.
is pretty good.
Mhm. Mm-mm.
Haagen-Dazs is pretty damn decent.
And some other fast food ice cream thing.
Mhm. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Haagen-Dazs. We've got all three of those. Is Haagen-Dazs like from the Netherlands? Obviously, it's
Not necessarily. No, I don't think so. No, Haagen-Dazs sounds German.
yeah. Well, I mean, we have. It's like the Netherlands does have German, but I don't live there. You know, like you speak a form of German, but it's a different type of German.
Yeah. 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 Got a different. Then they got a different regional accents from region to region.
Mhm.
But Haagen-Dazs, I don't know.
Look up Haagen-Dazs. I'm actually kind of curious to know where the fuck that's from. It sounds
Let me take a
German.
good look at it.
I'm gonna have another mochi thing. These are tasty. Amanda said these are good, like bubble tea milk mochi. This is not an endorsement. It's just tasty. It's like really soft and shit. It's kind of nice. And as I think it's like I don't like red bean, but this has like a middle of something else, which is nice. So I'm gonna take a look at it.
Mm,
But
mm. I see. Okay. Just read it.
oh, what is it?
Turns out Haagen-Dazs is originally from US of A. Yay. But the name itself ain't German, but a little bit of Danish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was kind of Danish.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And which part of the state, you may wonder? The Bronx.
Ah, that was its entry point.
Yep. That's what originally. That's the birthplace of Haagen-Dazs, the Bronx.
Mm.
Oh, duty calls.
Oh, is it your laundry and shit?
Yep, it's Done.
Oh, there you go.
Hmm.
Are you in your laundry room? Is that it?
Yep. Yes, it is. Yep. Looks Done. Be right back. Be back in a minute.
Right. But anyway, guys, just doing some calm drawing. You know, we are the peaceful drawing in the ice cream cone or whatever the fuck. If you're wondering why I keep referring to peaceful ice cream cone, there was a game called Revenge of the Sunfish. And it was a really shitty game, but was meant to be shitty. And it was just really horrible graphics. So one of the guys that was playing it, like, had this ice cream cone. It was really bad too. Had an ice cream cone jumping and stuff. It's like, oh look, I'm an ice cream cone, the peaceful ice cream cone. I'm gonna jump up on the ice cream cone and do all the things. So there you go on that. So that was hilarious. I'm also checking something real quick. Ugh. Yeah, mood wise, I've been okay, guys, but it's been kind of interesting. If any of y'all want to comment in the comments, that is all good. I'm happy with that. There we go. So yeah, people are just watching today. I guess it's kind of quiet today. I mean, I think y'all are hungover from like 4th of July or you're sleeping. Whichever works. I don't know. So,
Sounds
there
like
you
it.
go. Right?
Yeah, you got it right. I mean, a lot of people got a hangover due to the 4th of July thing.
Oh yeah, right. I thought it was funny, like they didn't let us like the year prior or last, they were like, oh, you can't have like people or whatever, doing the shit, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, everybody's like, oh.
How's spam?
He's good. When I took out the paper, because they'll pad the paper and the books with it, what's kind of funny is that they'll pad the books with it, and then he like ran off. Like when I threw all the paper, they're not the books obviously on top of him, but they were fucking around in the paper. So I just threw the paper on top, and he just ran off like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure
Spam. What the fuck? What the fuck?
he has that like what the fuck look because he's constantly perplexed.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Poor spam. But hey.
Yeah. Ink beats up on him. Ink beats up on him. Ink beats up on him. He's constantly getting hit by Ink. Actually, Ink just comes up to him and he gets mad at her because he's like, fuck off, bitch. Leave me alone.
She'll approach Spam and say, hey, Spam. Ink, I told you to shut up.
She's hit him too. She's hissed at him too because like sometimes when he'll try to play with her, she'll get really angry with him.
Like some high triggered SJW whenever she feel threatened.
I triggered SJW. That's hilarious.
When let's just say some random guy wants to see a chick passing by and said, simply agreed to say, hey, good morning. She'll go, oh my God, I'm so triggered.
So I had to do some scheduling things.
Everything's okay with the schedule?
Oh yeah, it's just a lot of shit going on, just a lot of stuff. Somebody told me I was fearless. That's awesome.
Badass.
Most of the time I am, but sometimes it's okay to be scared a little, just a little.
As the FDR used to say, there is nothing to fear but fear itself.
Well, I mean, you can be scared of stuff, I think, but it's like you got to just work through it. Because everybody, I think, at some point has had like legitimately fucked up things happen to them, and your body goes like in that mode. And I've been in there that time before, so it's like I totally understand that. So.
True that.
Right. I also got to get a haircut.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's kind of scraggly to me. I mean, for me at least. So I said, hey guys, go buy stuff from my store. Buy my merch.
Maybe, I don't know, just a few millimeters or inch.
It just needs trimming and just clean up. That's the thing. I'm going to do that. So guys, like, go buy shit.
Yeah. Buy my stuff. I mean, her stuff.
Yeah, right.
I remember there was one website. What's the name of that actor, artist from Marvel? Frank Joel. He put up a website, and one of the characters said that in a big caption saying, "Buy my crap."
Yeah, Frank Show's got
That's Frank.
really good lines.
That's Frank Joel.
I've never met the dude. Heard he's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, who would have thought that he started working? I mean, he started studying nursing
Oh yeah, I
before
heard that.
before he decided to work on comics, which is strategic.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm. It's strategic. Demon chicken.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing like some really cool, like there's this really cool shrug that I have, and it's really
Hmm.
it looks like tech stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Oh,
Mhm.
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's like zip
Interesting.
down or something.
Oh,
Like really utilitarian and stuff.
so Real Deal's gonna be in San Diego.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be there.
Awesome. But on the same table or a different section of the table.
Oh, different section. Different section.
Got that.
Oh man, it's 7-5 already. Jesus.
75?
7-5. It's the 5th already.
Oh. Oh yeah, it's the 5th of July. July.
Right.
At first I thought it was 75 degrees for LA. Go, what? 75 already?
No. It's like the 5th of July. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like Tickety Talk is on crack.
What do you mean Tickety Talk is on crack?
I mean, the time goes by so quick.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant the actual application TikTok, which I fucking hate.
No, not that one. In case you wonder where I got the nickname Tickety Talk, is from the characters from Blue's Clues.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, I made fun of that. The nickname called Tickety Talk. Tickety Talk.
Clock. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, it's so funny. Lawrence just messaged me. He says, like, my ears are burning. I'm being talked about. I won't have a table. I'll be just roaming around. Hitting the streets,
Ooh,
huh?
in the streets.
Yeah, you can go by, like, Raw Dog will be around. And he's done some fan art for the book, so you can get, like, Raw Dog fucking cigs. Signature, not cigarettes.
The struggle continues.
Struggle.
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 The struggle continues.
Whoops. Oh, back to black.
Back in black.
Well, there's also like back to black. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm not hungry, but I need to go and eat something.
No?
So I'm defrosting some shit.
Maybe a cup of coffee?
Possibly. No, I had a cup of coffee today.
Oh, okay.
Good thing I wasn't being clowned. That's what Lawrence says. You did show Blackula earlier, Lawrence, just to let you know. Here, let me just show Blackula hands. So the thing is that I'll be here over at N05, and then Lawrence will be here.
Blackula hands.
It's so funny. It's like almost like fucking laundry day or something for like you all the time. It's like every time you do it, you do laundry.
Lunch hour, laundry day.
Right?
Yeah. It's funny. I remember back in the days we used to air the show from Monday through Friday. And then
that was
then
a bit
Wednesdays. That was a bit. Then Wednesday is the off day. And now here we are. Every Wednesday's lunch hour. Oh.
Ooh.
You gotta see this.
Oh shit, what did you do? What'd you do?
Oh God. No, it's a phone. It's the pictures from Tony.
Oh god. Yeah, Tony puts up some fucked up pictures, which is funny. What?
The same 4 images. It's in the what's the thing called, in the messenger.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's allergens up in there. Oh.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know, it's annoying. It's dry too, so it's like I didn't put any new moisturizer on yet because not to be gross, guys, I didn't jump in the shower yet. I was that busy this morning.
Ew.
I look like at least I look like I take a shower every day. But I have to fucking dust my house, or else the dust will irritate my face.
Ew. Bon appetit.
Right. We Okay, I gotta erase this stuff because I'm like also I forgot that I have 2 layers because I do the hair texture in 1 layer because it just I like to make sure that the hair is like normal on there.
Oh.
I think maybe I'll put in like a corazon, like that's a heart, but the corazon like the from like the Guadalupe one or something.
Corazon. Okay.
Corazon. Yeah.
The what song?
Corazon.
Corazon. So,
Like, you know, like in the Our Lady of Guadalupe, they have like the heart and everything.
uh-huh. Corazon. Oh, corazon.
Yeah.
At first I thought corazon. What did you talk about? Oh, I mean the heart. Sorry, I tried to try to memorize the different accent.
Right. I'm just looking at the stuff there, so it's like I can tell. Oh, good thing I wasn't being clowned. Clown
Go
me.
go 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 go.
But yeah, it's been kind of just tired and stuff. As I said, it's been kind of like one of those weeks or something where it's like enough stuff happens, but it's like you're also kind of tired and shitty. Like, damn.
Yeah. It's tiring during the week, and by weekend you felt so relaxing, as if like you could simply chilled off or sleep it off during early mornings. But then after Sunday, back to work.
Right?
48 hours later.
48 hours later, this is what happens.
hmm
Let's
And it
see.
happens every week.
There you go.
Unless we have vacation. Yay!
Right?
Mhm.
Shh. Somebody, I just said, I made fun of, like I said, well, I guess the world will die if I like fucking do that, you know, get voice a Disney film. Because I was watching some shit with Disney films and we were laughing. And I said, that would be funny if I voiced a Disney film because I'm like so not like Disney, that person about Disney.
Which one? The animated or the live action?
Animated. I think I'm going to make a piece that like does that.
I miss the 2D animated. 3D is so overrated.
You know, after a while they do it so many times. I don't know. It's just like with the 3D, it's kind of like that you see like kind of a similar style all the time. And I kind of get tired of
hmm
it, you know.
Yeah, it's a it's as our teacher would say, it's a cliche.
Well, like even I think Prismatics was getting annoyed about it. Well, he gets annoyed easily, but you get what I mean. But he
Mm-mm.
got really annoyed because he was like going, I don't like how it's this whole thing, you know, like he said that he liked my artwork because it wasn't like that stereotypical art center shit, and he doesn't like that. I'm like, oh, okay. By the way, if you guys go to art center, I'm not hating on you. Just I'm repeating what a friend said. That's all.
In general, not specifically, but in general.
Yeah, but I mean the problem is that with a lot of art center stuff, some of
hmm
it gets very standardized, so it's sometimes really easy to rip off. And I hate saying that because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, well, you know, that's the reason why. It's like, you know, I mean, it sucks. I don't think anybody's heart should be ripped off. I think if you rip off somebody's art, you're a fucking asshole. You know, like that's a person's work. You don't fuck with people's shit like that.
Mm.
Like I
If
have an
that
issue.
role,
Yeah, go on.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just saying, if that role's reverse, you get the same similar results too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's not cool. You're stealing people's fucking money. That's messed up.
hmm And nobody like being stolen.
Well, yeah, like sometimes I've seen some artists, I'm like, you fucking ripped that off another person, right? Like sometimes when I look at the artwork, I mean, there's a definite difference of somebody being, you know, there's like definitely a difference of somebody being influenced. Like I've had people tell me, oh, it looks like this, and it looks like that. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I never really watched the cartoon that it's supposed to be, that it sort of supposedly kind of reminds them of. But
Mm.
and even if I did, I'm not like copying the artwork. It just kind of like that came out the way it did.
Yep.
But I'm okay.
Mm. Scarlet Letter.
Oh yeah, the Scarlet Letter is a very interesting book too.
Oh yeah, I read that in high school.
It's kind of sad, actually. It's sort of a sad book.
Mm-hmm. Sad and also downright creepy. Especially when I was reading that book, and it thought about and mentioned. It reminds me of Hans Zimmer's Hannibal soundtrack.
Yeah.
At first, I thought, man, I'm hoping they're gonna make a movie. When I Google it, it turns out they already made a movie, but in the '90s, and it got flopped.
Well, yeah, they kind of try to make it this super mystical thing, and it's like, well, it really wasn't about that, you know.
Mm-mm.
So there you go. I want to explore this heart more. Kind of want to do a more painterly thing with a heart. So yeah, I got any plans for this week?
Me?
Yeah.
Same old, same old. That's
Mhm.
just working, chilling, working.
Yeah. I don't know if that's my fucking thing out there or it's somewhere else.
Mm.
It's pleasant here. I didn't turn the air conditioning super on because I didn't want to get cold, because I notice I tend to get cold pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. Let's not forget about jack up the prices.
Well, there's that too. I actually got to check to see if that fucking. Let me see, because I'm like also I'm expecting a package too. Somebody's sending something to me, so I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, goody. I wonder what that could be.
Oh, it's something from one of my relatives.
Oh,
Yeah, they were
that's
nice.
that's cool.
Mhm. I'm happy. That was very nice. My mom sent it to me from Korea, but getting it from one of my relatives, so it's really cool. Because it's kind of weird because like a lot of stuff that you can get from Korea is here, but
Mhm.
you know,
True that.
yeah. I might paint over this heart, but I don't know. Kind of like wanting to kind of do other things with it too.
Hope you liked the video I sent it to you yesterday on Independence Day.
Which video was that?
It was actually a YouTube channel of Geography Now episode of the United States of America.
Oh yeah, they had one of like with Channing Tatum that was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like he did this thing like it's America, but they're all angry and mean tempered and shit. But it's like they're all founding fathers and shit.
uh,
Oh, the debate between people and that is like so amazing. And there's like going, okay, they were guys and they knew how to run shit. And back in the day, they did stupid shit, but so did everybody else. So, okay.
yeah.
And that's what kind of annoys me about people is like they're going, oh, they did all this stuff that was bad. I'm like, yes, it was bad. But that was what they did in their time. It's not that it's okay, but Jesus Christ, guys.
Hmm.
You're holding them to 20th century standards, which is kind of stupid to do.
Yep.
Because kind of like compared to everybody else, he was a fucking douche. Like, those are douchey things to do. I'm not denying it, but it's sort of like, okay. And I noticed some of those very same people that kind of bitch kind of do really shitty things to people anyway. So it's like sort of moot.
Hmm. Sort of mood.
Moot. Moot. Damn.
But that video, that video I sent it to you. It's pretty long. It takes about an hour and 5 minutes long,
Damn.
and that's the biggest
Right.
episode.
Right.
Because that's the hostess home.
Right. The hostess with the mostest.
Damn straight.
Right. Now I'm going to go draw over this. Drop over this. Kind of like really fascinated about the heart.
One of the most fascinating organ of the human body.
Yeah, so you can feel pain there, but it's like technically it's your brain that's making you fall in love or something.
Yep.
Which is kind of funny.
Four-chambered hearts. Interesting. A lot of people thought, oh, mammals have four-chambered hearts. No. Birds have four-chambered hearts. Crocodilians have four-chambered hearts. The fuck?
A lot of mammalians and a lot of warm-blooded creatures have four-chambered hearts. I thought that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of weird that people say that.
Yep. I bet you're gonna add some thorns around the heart afterwards, right? A crown of thorns.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a leaky heart or a pained heart or something. I don't know. I'll have to think on that. Definitely something interesting. I don't know. And then we go do this. So hearts. Oh, people are tuned in like this heart demonstration. Your heart space, your heart center. Oh, Prismatics is in.
Hey!
Hey,
Hail
Prismatics, how are you?
Hello.
What's up, Doc?
I'm doing okay. I haven't been well lately. That's why I've been so quiet.
You've been
Tweeting
ill?
everything. Yeah, ever since Sunday, but I'm feeling a bit better, but still tired.
I thought you were being disdainful, like your cat.
Well, yeah, maybe that. Yeah, that's a good example, actually.
Yeah, like cats are just naturally disdainful.
But no, I haven't been feeling well since Sunday. Like my stomach hasn't been stable, but I'm better now.
What did you eat?
I don't know. I don't think I ate anything bad. I don't know. Humans issues. I don't know. Health issues. But I'm fine now. But just a bit tired.
Yeah, we were gonna have Eddie on, but he was like, he has a Kickstarter, so I was gonna like promote him, but he wasn't able to do it today. And it was kind of funny because I said, "Wait, you're Italian?" Because he said he had like a lot of company over and stuff like that. And it was kind of funny. I said, "Well, you know, you're Italian. You're supposed to have like tons of guests and shit." And he's like, he just shook his head.
But how are you guys doing?
We're doing good. I'm just like making a heart.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Is it anatomically correct?
You're getting
More
there.
like-
You have
yeah.
like the 4 ventricles, you have the aorta. So yeah,
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah. I'm just making it so that it's kind of like a little bit blurry a bit. Jesus. Yeah, I've just been kind of tired. It's just like I had to deal with a lot of stuff this past week and everything. So I've been kind of like running around getting that shit done. I'm just looking at stuff.
Anything new and interesting going on?
Me, I got ready for San Diego Comic-Con and I'm going like, hey guys, buy shit from my store. So that's pretty much it.
Cool.
But I got some paperwork done today, so that was good too.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's been
And
good.
you, Q?
Me, I'm just doing a-okay. The only annoyance is that storm happened.
Oh. When you say storm, you mean like a storm or like a hurricane?
Yeah, a storm, not a hurricane type, but it's just a summer storm.
Because I understand you have like hurricanes and stuff like that over there. We don't really get that in Norway.
No,
What kind of
thanks
stuff
to
do
the
you get in Norway?
Scandinavian mountains.
We do get storms, but it's more like a lot of wind, a lot of rain, maybe some thunder and lightning here and there, and that's it.
Are there
Nothing-
fjords running around?
What?
Are there fjords running around?
The fjords?
Fjords. Are there fjords like they're running around and shit?
No, I don't think so.
I'm
I
just
don't really live by a fjord, so yeah.
Yeah, fjords are by the ocean, right?
No,
More in the
well,
ocean.
yeah, it's more in the country in a way, but it's connected to the ocean.
Mm. Well, like Norway's a big peninsula, right? If I remember.
Oh yeah, it's an elongated peninsula.
It's a
I
very
think-
big
Coastal.
peninsula.
From what I remember, if you turn the country upside down of Norway, it will reach down to Italy. That's how big it is, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
It's a really big peninsula.
Mm.
It's very long.
So are most of the countries in the Nordic, Sweden, Finland, not
Yeah.
not Iceland and Denmark though.
Nope. Pipsqueak.
Iceland is
much.
small. It's small.
But it's just an island, so they get a pass.
Yeah. Björk actually is from there, Iceland. And then people are like, why is she so weird? I'm like, you've ever fucking been to Iceland? Actually, she makes good music. That's funny when people say, oh, Björk, I've heard her. She's so cool. Like, I never heard of her before. It's like, she's been around for X amount of years. Like, I remember when she came out.
Iceland, the only country in the world that has no mosquitoes.
Yeah, fuck that. But they have
Well, duh.
Hakaro.
Yeah, they have they have that.
You're just like, oh my god, I remember that Hakaro.
Yummy.
Ugh. I don't know. I wouldn't have looked at that and said, oh, I want to eat that. Because it's like, it doesn't, from what I heard, I mean, it looks kind of weird, okay? But people have like said that it looks weird. Like, people have eaten weird shit, right? But what I find funny is that they go like, oh, it's weird. But then, like, I heard it smells bad. And then when they ferment it, it's like, it smells even worse.
Yep.
But that's when it's safer to eat, because if you eat it, then you'll go blind because you're really eating uric acid, because that's what the flesh is made out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like basically made out of piss things. It's like, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we have boiled or salt cured smoked sheep's head, so
That's actually not nasty to me.
well
Ah,
and that's a thing from the past when you couldn't when Norway was so poor that they shouldn't throw away food that they could eat, so of course they ate everything, and that means everything on the
Head
sheep,
to tail.
which means the whole head with eyes and everything, and that's like a delicacy now.
It's like,
I
ew,
would never eat it. Ooh.
ew.
mm.
I would never eat something that looks at me and I have on a plate and I have to eat it. Ugh.
Like, oh.
It will traumatize you.
No, not traumatize me, but it will make me sick. It's probably good for those who like it, but no, I won't eat a boiled sheep's head. No, thank
Well,
you.
it's like there's cabeza, which is pretty good. So there you go.
But if I can pick and choose from eating that or bugs, which is like a trend now, I'll eat the sheep's head.
I like it when man says, "Hey God, I would like to go and have fat and protein only. Can you give that to me?" Sure. And then they give him bugs. God has a sense of humor.
Hmm.
And if people want to go and start debating me on the existence of God, go fuck off. I was making a joke.
No, let's debate. Come on.
No, I won't get into it. It's like
I'm
I'm
just-
getting kind of tired of fucking people like trying to go and debate every little thing. And that's not my point. I was just trying to be funny. If you know, some people just automatically jump into it. It's like, shut the fuck up. I was making a joke, you know? They get all butthurt and shit.
People are too much offended these days. So, well, I'm
Mhm.
part of that crew sometimes, so I probably shouldn't talk. But hey, at
It
least I
is what
understand a
it
joke.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least what you do is that you just act disdainful towards them like your cat.
Meow.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
How's Felix? Is he in your arms?
No, he's sleeping right now. I mean, he's an old guy, so I'm not going to bother him when he's tired.
Oh, I didn't know if
Like-
you, because sometimes he's lying in your.
Yeah, sometime when he's behaving. But right now, I think he's on my couch in the living room.
You know, it's funny
What's the
because like
platform?
some people I knew from Pakistan, like their mannerisms are so funny in this way, like the speech mannerisms. He goes like, "Oh, my kid, he's so naughty," and he pinches his sister, like when he doesn't think. But it's just how they say naughty. It's like almost like British and stuff. But
Naughty.
not pronunciation, just the use of it. It's like, oh, he's very naughty and he does this, you know. Where it's like, I think in America they would just say he's being a little dick. I don't know. I think basically he's just misbehaving or he's not behaving well, you know, blah, blah, blah. Which is kind of funny because like I've told kids to stop it and they just stop it. Like even when their parents are like, well, stop and all that other stuff. Because this one little girl, and I didn't want to be mean to her dad. You know, he was nice.
Mm.
But, you know, she kept like digging her fucking pen, her like little, like it was like a little bubble thing. And he said, stop, you know, like he kept telling her, stop it, stop it. And she kept doing it. So I just looked at her and said, can I tell you something? I said, would you like me to go and do something to your, how would you like it if somebody did something to your things or something like that? Like, what if I did those things to you? And she's like, and I think they walked away. They were like kind of scared, but I was like going, I just thought it was funny because it was just like, okay, you don't like that now, do you? Because like, okay, if you're digging your pen into my stuff, then therefore I can dig my stuff into your stuff. It's kind of like thinking you probably don't want to go around doing shit like that to other people.
Yeah.
Because one time I knew somebody whose son was misbehaving, and I told the son, like, you know, you keep acting like that, they're not going to be nice like I am. And I actually like literally tossed his phone out the window. I mean, he was just misbehaving, and you know, the mother was trying to be very reasonable, and he had the mom's phone, and he was throwing a fit. So I went up and I told him to cut it out, and he didn't. So I took the phone and I asked her, okay, and it had an OtterBox that had a case, so it wasn't going to break it, and I just like literally threw it out the door. I said, here you go, and he got really upset, and I said, no, you're not going to behave like this anymore, because he was like pitching a big fit. And So I ended up doing that. People are like, damn, nobody wants to fuck with you. I'm like, I mean, it wasn't like I was going to break my friend's phone, but you get what I mean.
Mhm.
I had to put a point across, like, don't do that shit.
No, I get it.
Based.
I mean, when I grow up, I learned to not really, be disrespectful and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
to not say certain words around certain people, for example, elderly, like my grandmother and grandfather. So I never misbehaved.
Yeah.
And I'm a millennial, so, but I think it's because of how society has evolved in the last couple of years, especially with the internet and communications and everything. So it's easy for kids to get access to, stuff on the internet through their phones, tablets, computer, whatever. And of course, they're going to learn from it. And then
Yeah.
they're going to use it in their daily life.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. As I said, I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, this kid, blah, blah, blah. It's just the thing is there's a time and place. And he wasn't listening to his mom. And his mom was saying, like, we're going to eat. And then he threw a fit. And it was not like a nice little fit. Like, he was milking it. And I just said, okay, we're not doing that.
Let me guess, he wasn't like a 5-year-old.
He was actually a little bit younger, but he was kind of
Oh.
around the age.
Oh, that young? Oh God, I thought they were older.
No. He just didn't do it. And I got really, I just like, I had it, because I mean, the person that I knew, like, it's not like I'm trying to say, oh, the kid is this, because like there were, it's a certain set of circumstances, but I wanted this kid to be aware that you don't do that, like, I understand some shit happens, but you don't get to do that,
Yeah.
But people were like really shocked that I threw the phone outside. I'm like, I said, if I want something to stop, I'll stop it. Like, Korean parents, they're kind of ruthless in a way. Like, I'm not saying all of them, but just some of them, like the generation that I grew up with. Our parents would, like, it wouldn't matter how expensive it was. They would fucking throw your shit away if you were being a little asshole. They were like, I don't care. Oh, you got a new computer? Okay, I'm going to take that away. And if you're going to continue doing that, I'll toss it in the garbage.
Yeah, it's about being strict, and if they're not behaving, then they're not going to earn that privilege, which is a computer or a phone or whatever. I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a time and place for everything. I mean, for example, when I'm going to my patients that I work with every day, and I do home visits, and they're elderly, so I'm being very conscious about what I say, and especially in the city I'm living in, because they're not all of them, but some of them are quite religious, which is fine. I don't mind, but I'm not going to be an asshole and be disrespectful and just say whatever shit that comes out of my mouth in front of them, because the elderly, they might have dementia or and they might have dementia and probably something cognitive problems, and of course with religion on top of that, I'm trying to be respectful and understanding as good as possible, especially if they have trouble hearing as well. But that might actually be something that actually use for an advantage.
Well. Right. Sometimes it's like, okay, I just don't want to deal with it. Here we go.
So the way I behave on Twitter, for example, I would never do that when I'm working. I mean, it's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And kids should learn that as well.
Well, I'm definitely one of those people.
Oh, I get it. I really get it.
Yeah.
But who's this character you're drawing?
Oh, it's of me. It's just like another self-portrait. I just felt like drawing something a little bit, not about shitbird or demon bitch, but just like something serious.
Is there any symbolism with the heart?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I have some influence. I'm not Catholic, but a lot of Mexican Catholics have the corazon, the heart. And I always find that kind of actually interesting when people do that. So when I do that, I just want to get ahead and do that. Oh, sorry if I'm yawning.
It's all right.
It's also kind of warm here, and I didn't eat breakfast yet. Before anybody says, you should have eaten breakfast, I said I wasn't hungry at that time. I don't like to eat when I'm not hungry because if I don't, then it's kind of, I don't know, I feel kind of bloated and shit. And that's kind of how you sort of gain weight. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm really scared about gaining weight. It's just, I don't know. Like I've been noticing sometimes it's better to fast a little bit and kind of clear out your system. You know, like you don't have to eat right away at breakfast. You can wait if you're not hungry, wait a bit until you are. It kind of allows your system, it kind of like gives your digestive system a bit of a break, you know? I guess it could be intermittent fasting, but sometimes it moves around.
Does drinking water help too?
There's
Yep.
water too. I'm drinking seltzer water right now. Kind of want a fizz. Let me just look here. I'm playing also some stuff in the background while I'm talking. Wow, 7 fucking people are there. Did you hail some people right there?
Which one?
Oh, I'm asking Prismatics. Did he hail some people in or something? Because I jumped to 7 for a while.
No, not really. I just saw that you sent me the message that you're on Twitter. But hey, I can take the credit for it. if my presence there is the reason why people are watching. So hello.
Right.
You're brave. So what's your cat's coat color?
Black with some gray in his coat right now because he's getting older. And there's a brown in there as well.
Right.
Awesome.
He's a fluffy cat.
He's a Maine Coon. He's supposed to. Is he one of those big majestic ones that look disdainful?
I think so. I haven't really studied him that much because usually he just keep wanting hugs or food or something like that when he's bothering me. Well, not really bothering me, but when he wants attention, which I get.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Is it?
he will probably be a bit regal, I guess, if I get him to sit still and take his head up with a good posture and everything.
Is he
Is
a
that
verbal
one?
cat?
What?
Is he a verbal cat at all?
Sometimes actually. Right now he's very quiet, well, because he's sleeping. But when he wants attention, he not always keep talking, but sometimes he does. I think he probably learns that the best way to get my attention is just jump on my lap.
Yeah, Spam does that. He looks
So
like he just jumps headfirst in my lap.
because usually when I'm sitting here on my computer doing whatever, and I don't hear him because I have my headphones on and everything, so he just suddenly plops on my lap, and oh shit, there you are, hello. So I sometimes have to lock the door because if I keep it on my lap and he is not interested in being still or sleeping, he might actually go on my desk, and I don't want him to crawl on my keyboard.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching some people fuck with Japanese hornets. Not in a cruel way, but you know how like they like to rip apart a whole beehive?
What?
So, yeah,
How
Japanese
mean.
hornets are gnarly as shit. Like there's like this clip where it shows them, like just 4 of them going into a beehive and just like literally ripping the bees apart.
Japanese
That's about as big as a thumb.
Yeah, they're pretty big, and their stings can kill you, potentially. So,
Ooh, I just Googled it, and yeah, I'm glad I don't have those type of hornets in my country.
well, it's kind of funny because like, oh, Japan's so safe and great, and like then it has this fucking thing, and it's like, oh my god, they're murder hornets, and they supposedly they made their way to America, but I don't know how serious it is because I haven't heard about them in a while. We know how the news likes to go and fucking blow shit up about that shit.
And the craziest part is it happened during the lockdown.
Yeah, like nobody brought anything over, so that was kind of funny.
But it doesn't shock me that they have those type of animals over there, or insects, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Australia is not that far from Japan, and
Mm-mm.
and that place has a lot of creatures I don't want to encounter.
Yeah, it's funny because like it's got a lot of creatures. It's like Africa. Like people are like, oh well, Africa, like they're hunting down the gazelle. The gazelles are pretty and they're cute, right? They're not going to do anything. It's like, no, everything is fucking mean in Africa. You have to understand.
Mm-hmm. You ever
Like,
seen how elephants
gazelle will
treated the
viciously attack
rhinos?
you. Hmm?
You see how elephants treated the rhinos and hippos?
Oh, well, they fucking kill each other. Jesus.
Hippos,
Yeah.
I heard hippos are the worst.
Yeah, because they're
Yep.
so unpredictable. They just get pissed off and then they go like, fuck you, and then they kill you. Because the thing is, they're underwater largely, so they open up their jaw and they break your shit, or they'll just fucking rip you in half just because they want to.
Just imagine that power from that jaw. Holy hell.
Yep.
Imagine shitbird touching that. I don't know.
She would probably just be around them and they would just be so grossed out and leave whatever water hole they're in.
Well, I
My
mean, if she doesn't
ass.
kill them first due to the pollution.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Africa has a lot of dangerous creatures. Take Egypt, for example. The
Oh, well, the
crocodiles in the
Cobras.
Nile.
Yeah.
Nile crocodile, scorpions, saw-scale viper.
We don't really have anything dangerous in Norway. The snakes we have here aren't really that poisonous. Well, they're poisonous, but they don't really kill people. Well, we do have bears.
Adder.
And
Oh, yeah,
the
we got
moose, the
bears.
female moose, is kind of
yeah,
dangerous
moose
when
is
they
really
have.
fucking
When,
dangerous.
well, the females are especially when they have their calves. Is that the
Yeah.
correct word?
They're babies, calves.
Yeah, the
The
calves.
babies, yeah. Because their mothering things like get so triggered and they have to attack, which is kind of understandable in a way. But,
Might as
But we
well
don't
call
really
it
have
the
it.
moose Karen.
oh yeah,
Moose are like gnarly as fuck. Moose are just not. Moose are like they can be real assholes too, because like they have a lot of them in Alaska, and they can get really fucking dangerous. They'll charge you.
Don't
It's
mess
I guess
with
like bison.
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle's a dick.
we also have wolves, but they're not that dangerous in particular because they
They've been
just
kind
keep
of
to
like
themselves.
largely. Yeah, I think they're largely like they have a healthy fear of people, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, and the farmers with the sheeps, the sheeps are more oh, what's the correct word? Oh, my brain just froze. They're more in danger than actually humans when it comes to wolves. No, I
Yeah,
don't really think we have any animals that are that dangerous, like in Africa, Australia, or in America.
America, we have grizzly here, and
boar.
cougars. It's kind of funny because like some of the people were like, "Oh, P22, it was that cougar that died," but it died of like kind of natural causes, like it had old injuries and everything. And people are like, "Oh my god, P22, how so sad." I'm like, "What? Fucking wild animal." Like, okay, I get it, but it's like they like really went over the top about it. It's like just it's a fucking wild animal. Like, take it chill pill, guys.
Thinking as if they're pets. Kind of funny is that the Bullwinkle's a dick.
I don't know why. I just felt like saying Bullwinkle's a dick.
Wait, who? Who's the dick?
Bullwinkle's a dick.
I don't know who that is.
It's a cartoon character. He's a bull. I mean, he's a bull moose, or he's a moose.
It's
Oh,
a
he's
moose.
kind of a
Bullwinkle is a moose.
Yeah, but he's kind of a dumbass. Rookie, or I don't know what the fuck. It's like actually political commentary, but it's like really old school. It's more of like he's old school, but it's more of like Cold War sort of political commentary. Hey, Christie and gang. Hey, K-pop, what's up? We're just sitting here drawing and talking about Bullwinkle. I got all my shit
Bullwinkle.
done for San Diego so far.
What's
I
up,
mean, I got my
K-pop?
books, so I counted them, quality controlled them, and I'm gonna put them in my box. But I am taking orders for if people want to ship it. I'm down with that.
Don't mess with the Bullwinkle. Well, Bullwinkle's
I
a
just got
dick.
home. I'm about to barf. It's so hot. Damn. Yeah, it's kind of warm. 76 degrees here. It feels warmer, but I'm on the side of the house that accumulates heat and stuff. So there you go. Yeah, on the week of Comic-Con and all that, I'm going to run a rerun. So, and then the week after, I'm going to do that. But next week we'll have Eddie D'Angelini, who's running his Kickstarter. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. The fuck? I'm looking at the
Which
Japanese
one?
Hornets. It's almost 100. Holy
Uh-huh.
shit. Oh, I'm just looking
What?
at the Japanese Hornets. Oh, yeah. She's saying it's almost 100 where she's at. I'm like, damn.
That's 100 Fahrenheit, right?
Oh, what?
Yep, Fahrenheit. Yep.
Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I didn't know what that meant, so I had to look it up. So that's for me.
40.
I looked it up. It's Celsius. That's how I understand it, and that's like 37, and that's quite hot.
Damn.
A lot, actually. I never understand that temperature measurement Fahrenheit. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's all
Yeah,
because of two weird ass scientists.
Right. Well, it's kind of weird because like I'm more used to it, but I'm American, that's why. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of weird. Like Fahrenheit, Celsius is kind of odd to me, which is odd because it's like, I mean, I'm not saying one system is better than the other. It's just kind of funny.
No.
I get that.
Yeah.
But for me, who's been living with that type of measurement system, it makes sense that freezing point is 0.
Well, yeah, that I can understand. And Fahrenheit here, it's 32, and it's like, okay. Well, it's weird, even in different parts of America. Like if you're in the South, you would run water like at a trickle so that the pipes don't freeze and burst because ice expands, right? So you have to keep the water running, which is crazy. Yeah, K-pop's like, yeah, math, bro. But what's weird is that when you go and, but it's like, but when you go here to California, because we've had the drought, you do anything like that, you're a fucking wasteful piece of shit. So I thought that was interesting.
Yep.
I tried to understand it at one point, but I just gave up because I think my brain is too. I have Cesar 2 installed in my brain, so it's I just gave up. There's no point in me trying to learn it.
Oh, hi, Jim. What's up? You know,
Jim
every time
O'Reilly.
yeah. It's funny because like Jim, it's kind of funny. Jim, he's a real cool guy, but every time I do that, we have O'Reilly Auto Parts. So I think of the theme song to that, like Jim O'Reilly Auto Parts. But he's okay. So there you go. Ooh. So I'm putting up my Kickstarter, guys, and I'm putting up the store. So if you want to get anything at the store or you want to follow the Kickstarter, please do. Share it around, man. So, yeah. I'm just kind of like a little tired. I apologize, guys. It's like low-level energy for me. Although it's kind of crazy. Like everybody's like jumping on, so that's cool. I'm just wondering
welcome to the club of tired people.
Yeah, but you worked. I just sat around all day and like didn't do much of anything.
Yeah, but I also not been well in the last couple of days, so it's a bad combination because I've been to work today.
That's true. Did you work today or no?
I did, but then again, I have this mentality that if I'm well enough to get out, I just might as well go to work.
Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes
Even
it's
if
like, sometimes it's like that. Oh, ferocious hornets. So this guy got stung by a giant hornet. Let's see how this is going to be. I'm just watching it. I can't put it up on from YouTube because like we might get dinged. So
Demonetized.
Well, I don't know if that's the thing here, but you can subscribe to my other channels and stuff on YouTube and things. Ouch. Yeah, I know this fucking things. Like I don't know why people do that, but whatever. It's this guy who does he does Brave Wilderness and everything. He's pretty cool, Coyote Peterson, but it's like so
Oh
funny.
yeah. Oh, you got there.
I'm just doing these weird ass tentacle things. Don't ask me why.
I thought he made the Waynes actually, since it's purple or
Makes
bluish.
sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, Coyote Peterson was running around the fucking planet, like getting stung by everything fucking shitty. He got stung by a bullet ant. He's gotten stung by. I mean, obviously not poisonous enough to kill him, venomous enough to kill him. Must be in the air day as a blah low level one. Yeah, but it's kind of weird, Jim, because like a lot of people are watching. I thought, oh, okay, cool. Way more viewers than I've had, so it's like cool. I'm happy about that. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's like that makes me feel good. But yeah, it's like it's kind of weird because it's like I thought it'd be like, yeah, hi, how's it going? Because I'm kind of low energy too. I'm just like, my mood hasn't been great or anything like that. I mean, I don't think it's nothing terrible is going on. I'm just kind of like dealing with stuff, but nothing too terribly bad. But it's just either more annoying or draining. You get how it is. Jim O'Reilly
Auto parts.
like that smash button and link that share, people, right? Well, both on like the madness and my thing, because then I benefit too. Besides, when I think of these tendril things, I think of Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. Nausicaa by which was a really good anime. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes. I had to do something when I'm here.
All right.
I had to be useful.
Press the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell.
Ring the bell icon for more goodies.
For more goodies.
I remember when they had it as the shitty Warriors of the Wind, and they cut it really bad, and the voice acting sucked. And then the one with Patrick Stewart was really good. That's when we're like, oh, that's how Nausicaa should have been. But it was like an ongoing series. It was really good. Ones that I was able to read about it. I don't know when it concluded.
But how many seasons does it have?
Well, they made one animated movie, as far as I know, but it was a manga for a while. Yeah, it's kind of a warm day. Like on warm days like this, sometimes what I'll do is I'll kind of like power down in the middle of the day because it's warm. And then in the evening, I'll be much more awake to like do things. So, yeah, and I'm also defrosting some beef and sausages. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make garbicim. Yeah.
Sounds Italian.
It's Korean.
Oh,
it's Korean. Nice. Yummy.
Right.
Just as awesome as kimchi.
kimchi good? I never tried it, but I know about it.
Kimchi's good. It's pickled and spicy. It's not that spicy to me.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of laughing. Other stuff is happening. I mean, it's being done, but for me, but it's kind of funny.
Mhm. K-pop hit up Taco Bell.
Kimchi is delicious. I hit up a Taco Bell. I would do a Taco Bell. And sign up for the notification of Demon Bitch. I hate you all. It's in the chat. Link is in the chat. Do it. Yes. Go buy my things
Do
too.
it now. Do it now.
I make comics my living. Do not lecture me on why. Let's see here.
You gonna do the background?
I am. I'm just debating on what to do about it. It's like weird. It's one of those days where you feel like you're operating at the speed of slow, but then it's like, oh wait, it's not bad. It's definitely a weird ennui lately. Haven't you noticed that?
Who?
It's a weird ennui lately. I guess that's the
Yeah.
best way to say it. It's like kind of like, you know.
Mhm. That's cool.
Thank you. And add highlights. We have some nice Korean barbecue places in Arizona. Great food. Yeah, you know, I also found it in Texas too. I was surprised. Like it was actually pretty decent. It was funny though, because like when I took some people, they said, "You want to ever try Korean food?" They said, "Oh no, we haven't." So they went to try it and they got all the fucking Japanese food because they sold it in conjunction with each other, even though it was run by Korean people. So, well, we're having the gyoza. It's like, you know, that's actually mandu, right? That's the Korean version.
I remember I went to some Korean restaurant in my town and in this city. They called this restaurant Soul Sister.
I think Christie froze.
Really?
Yeah, she's been sitting like
Yeah.
that for some seconds now.
Oh dang! It must be the crazy internet.
Or she's being very good at sitting still and being quiet. In the same position.
All
Oh,
right, hang on
here
a
we
minute.
go.
Up.
It's our show now. Holy hell.
Yay! It's our show. Yeah, but don't worry, she'll be back in a minute. Got a message from her.
Lunch show with Q and P.
We Q and P. We come in peace. Well, she'll be back for a while. In a minute. No hurry here.
Mm. K-pop is laughing like an evil person. Mwahaha.
Wahaha! Soon I will take over this internet. Wahaha! Really? Do we recover the set? Don't tell the IRS.
To be honest, I think we would be like Team Rocket. We wouldn't be able to do shit.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily an insult. It's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Team Rocket.
I think that's a perfect example.
Mm,
Or do you have a better one?
no clue. Not yet.
So when she comes in and boots us off, we can just say, "Oh, we're blasted off again." Wah."
We're blasting off again.
Wow, Buffett. Oh, oh well.
Mmm. Bulgogi is a favorite. Pork belly too. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, how should we entertain these people until Christie gets back?
Well, how do we entertain? Well, maybe we talk about the best food we had.
We didn't do anything with Christie, Jim. She
Mm-mm,
just
no, not at
left.
all. She just. Hang on a second. That's a message from her. She said, "Hang on, hold on."
She just imploded. That's why.
The internet is being a dong.
Yep.
Oh, what did I do with Christy? Me? I was right
Yeah.
here. What did you bid with? Hmm? Your people? Got a quote from the Joker.
I'm glad that he specified that it was you that did something and not me.
Mm-mm. I mean, I've been around since what? Since the beginning of show. And speak of the Demon Bitch.
Hello, are you seeing me here?
Welcome to the show, Christy.
I don't know what the
What
fuck just
happened?
happened.
What'd you do?
I didn't do shit. My
I
computer
didn't
just
do
rebooted.
anything.
Hi, Pops.
Hi, Pops.
Hey,
I don't know
Pops.
what the fuck just happened. My computer just rebooted randomly, but it's not set up to do anything like to reboot during this time.
No, sometimes shit just happens. That happens to me sometimes, man. It just,
Yeah.
you know,
Why is my computer? Why is my?
Technical
allowed-
issues, basically.
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
hi Jim. What's up, K-pop? What's up, everybody watching? Prince, how you doing? Q, everybody.
Hello.
Okay, for some fucking reason, I don't have like any. It probably overheated. No, but my computer's actually in a pretty well ventilated area. I really don't know what's going on, but I don't have my thing going on, which is weird because I gave it permission to show my mic and cam.
It
Hold
wasn't
on.
like
Does
an
the cam work?
update or something on the computer.
Yeah, but it usually should be fine. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. I'm just like a bit peeved off right now. It's like stupid shit happening, which I don't appreciate. So it's like, yeah, this pisses me
On
off.
Chrome.
Right.
It's probably overheated.
It doesn't feel overheated. I keep telling you guys, it's like it's ventilated fine. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Pissing me off though. Let me replug in.
And the camera's okay.
See, there you go. I had to replug it in. Yeah, sometimes computers are dicks.
Awesome.
It's like it's not set to reboot right now during waking hours. It's actually set to just reboot when reboot like in the middle of the night. So there's nobody touching my computer. It just rebooted shit.
This is why you can't fully trust technology. Sometimes they do just random shit out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's pretty much I'm pissed off.
Well, Pops made a cameo.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Pops, for letting me in. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be an asshole right now, but I'm just kind of peeved off by this bullshit right here.
No, I get it. If you're tired and stuff like that happens, it's annoying.
It's like, boy, do I want to just go and, want to break some stuff. But anyway. Yeah, well, I can't put my link in there, so if anybody wants to put the links in there, that'd be great. God damn it, I'm pissed off. Like, I don't have admin now, so I can't switch it around. But I should have admin.
Link?
Huh?
The link of this site?
No, I just can't. I don't have an admin for some reason. I should be an admin, but I don't know. When it rebooted, it fucked everything up, so I'm kind of pissed off right now about it.
So your computer kind of downgraded you anyway? Holy hell.
I don't know. It's one of those irritating things that I wish never happened.
So you need to redraw those tentacles. Huh.
A little bit. That's not too bad. Yeah, sometimes computers are just dicks. I'm kind of at this point now where I'm irritable about it now. Usually I'm pretty okay. What? Yeah.
The computer is being a dog.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of not in a great mood. And I didn't know if it was just stuff happening, but I think everybody's kind of in this shitty, weird mood now. They're trying to be like happy. And even though things are not bad, it's. Oh, really? That sucks. Which singer?
Yeah, please tell K-pop. I'm curious.
Because there were a couple of singers
Oh.
that died that were. Coco Lee.
Coco
Holy
Lee.
shit. Damn. Didn't she do like the Korean version of fucking Mulan? That name sounds familiar.
Coco Lee.
She wasn't that old, was she?
I don't think so.
48 years old.
Damn. What'd she die of?
Shit.
Because she sang the Korean version of Mulan, like Reflection.
I looked up the Wikipedia of all places, but it wasn't a natural death.
Oh, something happened.
Natural death.
She
What?
attempted to. How should I put it without, getting you in trouble, Christy? She attempted to delete herself.
Oh.
Oh.
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
Oh.
Attempted to delete it and was
Off
admitted
herself.
to Queen Mary Hospital.
So she attempted to off herself.
Yeah, and she died at the hospital 3 days later. Rest in peace.
I wonder what method. I mean, I'm not
There's
trying
no-
to say that to be morbid. I'm just curious.
No, I understand. There's a lot of ways you can try to do that.
Well, it's interesting because, like, and again, not to go on the morbidity, I was actually looking something up of another death recently because I was kind of wondering, like, what was the conclusion of that? And they said it was natural causes. And I was like, this person was fairly young. They weren't like elderly, right? But I found out that natural causes doesn't mean that you die naturally. It just means like it's an internal cause. Like if you have cancer or diabetes or things like that, that's your illness or a sudden condition or something that happens to you. But when it's like an unnatural death or a homicide, it would be of an external trauma.
Yep, correctly.
Yeah, that's sad. I didn't know she passed away. That sucks. Yeah, I heard of her, but the one that I was familiar with, she sung "Reflection" by in Korean by in Milan. But that sucks. I mean, yeah. I think I heard her sing that. I think that was her.
Yeah. Coco Lee.
Was she Korean or was she what?
Chinese, maybe?
Well,
Hong Kong
Chinese,
born American
Chinese.
singer.
She was huge in China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong.
Yeah, but what was her ethnicity?
It just says born British, Hong Kong. So Chinese, maybe?
Yeah, probably Chinese. Or just Hong Kong, from Hong Kong. I don't know what they call people from Hong Kong, but it's kind of a slightly different ethnicity from what I understand.
Canton.
Canton? Oh, yeah, probably.
Guangzhou.
Oh, this fucker's gonna get stung by an executioner wasp?
Still looking at the wasps.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm weird.
No, that's fine. Weirdness is great.
Well, you
Ah,
know,
she's got it. She's half Cantonese and half Malaysian.
that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in
Her
peace.
mom is from Hong Kong of Cantonese, while her dad is from Malaysia.
Wonder why she did it. Did they state she was suffering depression or something?
Mhm.
Well, that's a good question, but a lot of people are actually having psychological mental health issues. So, and how they deal with it. It's, well, yeah, sometimes stuff like this happen.
Yeah. I think, how long ago did she do this?
Mm. An unconscious state. Ooh.
No, she said for a long time. That's fun.
Yep.
Depression is not fun.
Mm-mm.
Which is kind of weird because, like, there's sometimes where you have a depression, but it's actually like a reorganizational kind of depression. And before anybody jumps on my ass and says, oh, depression's bad, yes, it's not great. But sometimes I think it's your brain like rescheduling itself or whatever. That's the best thing I could put it.
Well, you're actually correct because there's a difference between being depressed and depression. Because the thing with depression, again, I work with elderly and I also work at a hospital in a psychiatry ward who is specialized for elderly people, and there's a lot of depression in there with the patients. Sorry for laughing, but it's I find how I speaking kind of funny in a way. But the thing is, how depressions work, it can sometimes cause the patients to make it looks like there seems to have dementia and stuff like, because it is a very serious issue on the brain. It causes a
Mhm.
lot of problems if they can't fix it, and sometimes they can't really fix it at all, depending on the treatment, of course. But it's yeah, with most mental health, psychology, psychiatry, it's not an easy part of the healthcare system.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
we'll have to talk when I get offline. But
Mm.
when we get offline, if you get what I mean, when we don't do the broadcast, we'll have to talk. But yeah, no, it's just like I think everybody's kind of going through. So depression is long term, and there is your Which the ones that like short term and long term? You said you just said it, and I fucking fucked it up.
Depressed,
Yeah.
depression.
Well, I think everybody. I think I kind of have a weird feeling. Everybody's like actually kind of a little depressed today. I'm kind of getting this vibe that everybody's kind of like low, like they're laying low.
But the thing is, there's normal
Anxiety
to feel
affective disorder.
yeah, and that's also normal to feel depressed. I mean, it's a natural part of human feelings.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same with happiness, grief, anger, etc.
Mhm.
But when you are suffering from depression, which means you have something causing you that is affecting your mental health, psych, uh, your psyche to become in a state which is
It kind of like
you're
it's like
suffering in a
dormant.
way.
It's
Yeah,
like dormant.
it's a torment. It's in a torment in the brain in a way. It's hard to explain, and this is really not my field because I'm not specialized in it. But
You're trying to recognize it.
yeah, and I work with people a lot of it, whether it is on my primary job or my secondary job,
Mhm.
and I really hope I never had to feel a depression because it can actually do a lot of harm.
It's not fun to deal with. Like I've had I've had not that one. I've had situational depression,
Mm.
and this was a long time ago, and it was not fun. And I couldn't function. I slept all the time. You know, I got it taken care of. I mean, it wasn't like I was in danger with anybody else or anything like that, but it does happen. And what I realize is that sometimes, yeah, as you said, feeling depressed is like the same, is kind of like that's kind of normal for people to go through every so often. You'll just get through this kind of shitty like week or month. And that's actually kind of normal. But when you're suffering from depression, and I think people should have these healthy parameters. Like if I don't shower or get out of bed in a few days, yeah, Yeah, that's the thing. And so it just feels kind of weird. As I said, it's very weird sometimes too, because it's like, as I said, I think. Hold on. Just looking at this.
Another nature nurture debate.
Well, yeah, I mean, as I said, it's like it's interesting because, as I said, depression is different than being depressed, and you think it's one other thing. Yeah, and it's just like certain times, like right now, I think everybody there seems to be this general thing that people are kind of laying low or kind of just like holding up a little bit. Although usually that kind of tends to happen in winter, but I think people are not as active as they are right now, for whatever reason. I don't know
Speaking
why.
about winter. Speaking
Yeah,
about
winter
winter,
there's
there's
SADS.
SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
Like you actually have to have like a special lamp so you don't feel that way.
Yeah.
And at one point I thought I had it, but it turned out that I had a tumor, so that kind of fucked with some stuff.
Damn it.
That's always fun to deal with.
All these two are triggered for some. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. They are.
It's a dick.
I mean, sometimes when you feel low, and I think what I don't like is people then make it worse where they go like, "Oh my god, you have depression. Oh my god, no, I just feel depressed right now. It's really okay." No, and then they kind of jump on you and like, "Okay, I'm all for people getting help, but you know, sometimes you just feel like shit and you just kind of want to be left alone for a couple days or something. It's okay." No, we were talking about that shit. It's okay. We talk about all sorts of shit on this thing.
It's
Don't
fine,
worry about it.
Koepp.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
cool,
hate
no
how I
matter.
sound so damn sarcastic when I'm speaking because I'm not trying to be that.
Well, we just
It's
joke that you
fine.
sound disdainful. Yeah, but it's not like
Yeah.
we know that. It's just like that's how you sound. It's not like actually that you're being an asshole. Like we know that. Like sometimes you get irritated at people, but you've never been mean. Like
Yeah,
you're actually very.
but speaking of the being depressing, it sounds depressing when I'm speaking like this, like monotone, not caring and all that. So
And you're TERED.
EERDE.
Yeah.
Tired.
Oh,
Tired.
tired.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
TIERED.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Tired.
wondering like what the fuck was happening because I was actually like a lot of good things were happening, and I was like, I don't know why I'm like my brain is being a bitch, and I just realized that it's probably like rewiring a lot of stuff. So, I mean, like with me, I've gone through some stuff, and I'm not going to get into it, but it's just sort of like I think because things are healing, and I think in my case, I think things are just rewriting themselves. And it's kind of tough to go through because you feel like, man, did I regress or what the fuck's going on? But I think it's like basically your brain's rewiring itself to actually be in a better state of mind. It just I think it just kind of wears you out on a certain level, if that makes sense. I'm not a neurosurgeon, but sometimes like I kind of have a hunch about something and it sort of turns out to be right. So I'm like, okay, well, all right. I mean, at least about me. So but I think it kind of makes people feel better because I just say like, I mean, again, I'd never dissuaded people from finding help. Like, please find the help you need to find. But what I find interesting is that sometimes people say, oh, it's just really terrible that this is going through. And they kind of add to your stress, right? Like, oh no, there's something wrong with me. It's like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just dealing with some shit. And the thing is that you'll work it out and work it through. And I think your brain, like, we're supposed to think if we're rewriting our brain or doing whatever, it's supposed to be, oh, you're supposed to feel better and happy all the time. It's like, no, sometimes like it knocks some shit loose, like mentally or physically or whatever. Those are conditioning. And what's kind of annoying is that, you know, you just realize that it just rewires itself. And as it's healing or whatever, reworking itself, you feel a lot more shittier. It's kind of like when I went through my major surgery, I felt shittier at times than better because I was healing, because it was taking that energy. Like literally there were times I would just wake up and like, I am so exhausted right now. So The thing that helped me get the most was getting out in nature and walking. It was refreshing. Yeah, just do what makes you feel better. And sometimes you have to sit in it. And I don't mean marinate where you feel worse and worse, but sometimes you just got to feel the shit. And then if you feel the shit, it's like, okay, well, I get some clarity on this situation. But neither am I saying you need to feel like shit in order to get clarity. It's just like, just know that if you feel like shit, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're just in this morass of bullshit. It's just that, oh, okay, I just feel crappy because of this shit. And shit and shit.
So I'm just thinking about that walking in nature.
What?
Yeah.
About getting out in nature, walking. Just thought about just visualizing, minding my own business, and simply saw a particular squirrel. Only thing I could simply lighten the mood. Just simply grab some particular walnut, grab a slingshot, aim it, let it go, and hit nut to nut.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Jim. It's like there's also a physical component of depression. I think somebody actually did this one called like, you expect people to shoulder your anxiety, you're an asshole. And it's like how a person holds themselves through posture, eye shifting, breathing patterns. Yeah, it's important. It's like, yeah, you got to take care of yourself. You can't starve yourself or put yourself through undue physical stress. Because as I said, I think sometimes I think, at least in my experience right now, I think because if your brain is adjusting to new patterns or new thought patterns, you can actually launch into what feels like a depressive cycle. And as I said, I've experienced it before. I kind of get it, but I think it's like one of those things. Like I think my brain is rewiring some stuff, and I'm not going to get into my stuff, but I think my brain is rewiring things so that it feels like I'm in a depressive state, but I'm not marinating or spiraling out of control with bad negative thoughts. It's like, oh, okay, I have this shitty thought. Okay, I feel shitty. I'm going to go through it, and I think my brain is rewiring its paths through it. So anyway, look at this. So what do you guys think?
Badass.
It's really great.
Thank you.
Love
like
the
it.
background.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that. I mean, so like, I think it's like if you feel bad, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe your brain is rewiring itself to have something better. It's just kicking out all the fucking bullshit that made you feel miserable in the first place. And it's not like a person, place, or thing. It just could be shit that you've had to deal with. I mean, I think I would like to provide some people hope on depression. Like, I know that it can feel differently with a lot of people, and I'm not minimizing anybody's depressive cycles, and I'm not a doctor, but I feel that hold on, I'm just like doing this. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm not trying to say, oh, just because you feel bad, there's something wrong with you. I mean, it could be, but I think you kind of have to gauge it and see how you kind of feel about that. Like for me, it's like I kind of feel low, but I don't think it's bad. It's just like it kind of sucks and you go through it. But at the same time, I think it's my brain like rewiring itself towards more positive things. So in my case, I'm just saying that. So if I tell people this, it's like to actually give guys insight that it could not be like this. No, it's terrible. There's something wrong with you. It's like, okay, well, it's rewiring a bunch of shit. Great, and it sucks. Feels shitty, but whatever. But you just got to go through it. And I think I'm just going to have the attitude that it's going to be better. It's going to take me to better things because there are genuinely good things happening around me. So it's not that I'm not appreciative of it, but I think it's just rewiring everything massively. So I like to think of that on my end because I do check. I say, like, am I able to do anything? Am I able to have cognitive function? Because sometimes with depression, you will not be able to function very well in general. Do I clean myself? Do I take care of my basic needs? Yes. So my attitude right now is like, okay, it's probably rewiring itself because it feels a little bit differently other times that I felt bad. And again, yeah, it's just when it's kind of like when I've talked to people about things, it's like with a pancreatic tumor, how I had 50 pounds overweight. Okay, my anxiety and depression is always why I started streaming years ago. It was a way for me to hang out with people outside my usual circle. Yeah, I mean, at least you're trying different ways how to socialize or to push the boundaries of what you, like push the envelope of what you want to do. And I think that's very healthy to do. I think people nowadays say, "Oh, I feel bad," so they don't push the envelope, but it's like you kind of have to. Oh, the passing of the full moon, I go to sleep and have to play catch up. You know, it was the full moon recently, so I think everybody's kind of feeling depressive as a result. I'm not a person that really subscribes hardcore into like, oh, the mysticism of that of the full moon or whatever, because, you know, I think that, you know, personal and involvement and everything is not entirely tied to that. But I do notice people tend to be a bit more different around that time. They're kind of moody or it's kind of different. But I do believe now, for me, it's just like, as I said, you know when it's productive and when it's not. Like right now, I feel kind of off, but it's also the heat. So, I mean, I probably will like address some work later on after I take a break. Plus, I got to eat. But yeah, it's just like I don't feel that it's like you kind of just pay attention to your body. So when I was going on about the pancreatic tumor and being 50 pounds overweight, I think if people are heavier or they're kind of getting to a point where they're an unhealthy weight, and I'd been fat shamed that it wasn't my fault. But my attitude is this, it's like, look, if you're doing everything, but it looks like, and this is not if you're just happen to be thick or whatever, everybody's body is different. So please, I'm not making fun of people or mocking them, but it's like, if you're kind of going to an unhealthy weight and you're doing everything right, I would say that I would have the doctor scan you just to make sure you don't have something glandular, because that's how it is in my thing. If like you're gaining an excess of weight, that's an indicator that there's something not right. And it's worth it to check out, because it could be something like between you and cancer or something. I mean, that's how it was in my case. So I'm not going like, oh, well, this is this, you know. I don't. But as I said, I'm not that type of person that would do that. But yeah. No, I can literally tell you a day before or a day after the full moon without knowing. It freaks my wife out. I literally cannot sleep. Yes, it's like I think there is some credence to that. I think there is. It's just like I know in like some of the more witchy circles, there's like, it's a time of letting go and everything. It's like, well, I don't know about that, but I think there's definitely something going on there with it. Like, I think some people get crazier as a result, and I don't know why, but sometimes some of them do that. But they do that type of shit. So, damn it. So it's like, as I said, it's like just pay attention to your body. So there you go.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, it is 2 and I can't log out. So Pops will have to do it for me. But I hope you enjoyed this time with you. And yeah, you guys have a great day. And when we shut off, we shut off. And I'll probably have
Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.